All right, guys, I'm going to break down the 3 stages of dealing with jealous, insecure people, haters. There's going to be 3 stages that kind of work like clockwork. If you are anybody who's doing anything uncommon or remotely above average, definitely teetering toward exceptional, you are going to run into this 3-phase approach that haters use. All right, so the first stage is they're going to be in competition with you. So when they're in competition with you, what they're going to do is they're going to take a double-edged approach. They're going to use mental and physical games depending on the type of person you are. If they can't beat you physically, then they're going to resort to mental games. This might manifest in a coworker of yours who tries to take your parking spot, a coworker of yours who is hot and cold, a coworker of yours who spreads rumors behind your back, a coworker of yours who is you could just get a negative vibe from a subjective kind of feeling standpoint, and then objectively this person is disagreeable with you. This person generally gets really quiet when you try to do team building activities. You can pick up on a mirage of these things. There's a whole blueprint of books that insecure, jealous people run from. It's nothing new under the sun. They just regurgitate and reuse and recycle these tactics consistently. So if they can't beat you physically, which I hope if you're following this channel, tactical, resistance, firearm, emotional intelligence, social dynamics, understanding how to respond and not react. If you're following those type of principles, they won't be able to beat you mentally either. So I want you guys to understand that something is only as big as you give it credit for, and don't make a mountain out of a molehill. Nobody is going to take your back when you are the favorite. People like to root for somebody they could relate to. And if you are an abnormal person, you're going to become a victim to some of these mental games that people play. And I would God hope that at the very least, physically, you wouldn't succumb to the physical games that people play. If you're following this channel, you understand the value of building your body up. You understand the value of hard work, callousing your hands, putting in a lot of effort, energy into making sure that you are a dominant human being and you are not to be fucked with. So that's going to be the first stage. The first stage is going to be the mental games at the very least. And if you have a lot of work to do, it could be the physical games also as well. The physical games might just be people putting their hands on you, invading your personal space, being really close to you, trying to fill you out. These people are literally energy vampires, and they're competing with you. And then this is where phase 2 kicks off. Phase 2 is going to be where when they understand they can't beat you. Physically, a lot of you guys like myself, like you can look at my fucking forearm here. Physically, I don't have to worry about people competing with me. People try mental games with me, but it doesn't work because I'm King Troll. I'm a big ass troll. I'm a 6'1", damn near 300-pound troll zaddy. So that shit doesn't work with me. But at the end of the day, if they can't beat you in that way, this is where the second phase comes in. And the second phase is going to be they're going to try to befriend you so they can revert back to the first stage at a later time. So what they'll do to befriend you is they might have been giving you this negative energy. They might have been giving you this odd, weird energy, vampire, succubus type vibe. And you didn't play into that. You kept your cool. You stayed stoic. You didn't respond. You just kept doing you and you kept fucking winning. So now they're going to be like, oh, Todd, I saw you got a nice car, man. Where'd you get your car at? I might want to get one of those one time if I had money like you. Or, hey, Maria, I saw you brought that exotic food in. Like, you just trying to show off your cooking skills. So they're not necessarily playing a mental game anymore. Now they're trying to frame a situation as to where you're antisocial or to where you're the one who's the problem because you didn't allow access for yourself to be manipulated. So when this happens, what you need to do is you need to be as non-responsive as possible while responding. So, hey Maria, I see you brought in that delicious food. I know you're always talking about you could cook. Maybe you'll let me try it one day. And Maria, for example, says, okay, Sheila, for sure, I'll let you try it. Like, no big deal. Let me know when. Remain calm, remain cool, because what they want to do is they want to get a rise out of you. Because once they get a rise out of you, then they feel like they can control your emotional compass. And that's where you don't want to give insecure haters access to your emotional compass. You have to always revert back to a strong, natural frame, an unbothered type of energy, an unbothered type of path. That's how you destroy haters. That's how you destroy jealous people. And in the second phase, in the second phase, this is where you guys will get your practice. This is where you guys will get your reps in, right? This is where you guys are going to get your skills sharpened, because you're going to be tried and tested, and you have to remain calm and cool while keeping your eyesight on the end game. The end game is you taking this insignificant person, moving them to the side, and continue to focus on winning, moving forward. So anything that stops you from doing what you want to do is a distraction that should be eliminated. So in this second phase, they're going to try to befriend you. And in your mind, you need to know, I'm playing a power game. Like, this person showed me their true colors from day one. They were very much so rude, disrespectful. They very much so are operating outside of the scope of who they truly are. They have a mask on. I need to acknowledge that. I need to realize that. And I need to not let that hinder me from having a professional relationship and throwing me off. So what you're going to have to do is keep the conversation on point, not allow spiritual access to yourself to this person. Keep it very professional, business-wise, or if you're neighbors, whatever it is, just keep it at that level. Don't let it grow from there, because this person has showed you who they truly are. So at this point, you need to put this person in a box that says they have a ceiling on it. They never need to know this. You know how many people I have in my life that never know that they're already marginalized in a box that they can never get out of? It only takes a real short time to actually see people's true motives. You got to watch their actions, not their words. So in the second phase, what's going to happen is it's going to calm them down a little bit, because what they're going to think is they're going to be like, okay, well, you know, Maria, I can't really fuck with her. She's just doing her own thing. Now you're starting to pull away. Now you're starting to win. When someone gives you space like that, you just remain calm, cool, and you create isolation between you and that person. And this is where one of two things can happen, right? So we're moving into that third phase here. In that third phase, Sheila just leaves Maria the fuck alone. She understands she can't do that type of stuff to Maria, so she goes to mess with Julia instead. And now Maria's free to just live her life, Sheila free. She doesn't have to worry about any distractions or anybody that's secretly trying to destroy her or playing a game with her. It's just like she's neutralized now, which is where the bitch should have been from the beginning. And when I say bitch, I'm talking about these dudes and women who can't control their emotions. They should just be able to live their fucking lives from the beginning anyway, but since they can't, you have to go through this kind of like trauma loop with these people. So hopefully, you know, the bitch is gone. She leaves Maria alone. Maria can continue on about herself while keeping an eye on this potential future enemy. But as of now, no big deal. Just keep an eye on those people, because those people, if they're having a bad day or if they're having insecurity, they try to bring their energy towards you. So you do have to keep a willful eye on that first type. And the second type in phase 3, to round out the video, if you're really unlucky, then now you run into somebody who is just going to prolong the process of getting to where Sheila is. And that person is going to continuously play mental games and repeat phase 1 and 2 until they realize that it doesn't work on you. And this is also a place for you to sharpen your skills and understand emotional intelligence, understand how to respond and not react, understand that generally a person who comes to you to speak to you, who wants your attention, wants something from you. And if they're miserable, because it could be a guy, he could be invisible to women. He's miserable, he hates his life. You can hate his life too. You can say fuck him too, just like how I'll do and how I would suggest you to, but you don't need to tell him that. So you need to let his miserable ass be miserable while you work through or work around him. And you need to create the boundary that, hey man, we gotta be professional. If we can't be professional with each other, then we need to just, handle it right now. I'm big on just being direct with people. They don't have to like you. They don't like you. You didn't do shit to them. They don't like you because they see things in you that they don't see in themselves. Fuck them. But you have to deal with them. Well, I don't, because I'm my own businessman. That was a big part of me choosing that route. But a lot of people have to deal with pain in the ass type people. And I'm just giving you like the phases. I'm just giving you kind of the trauma loop and the cycle that these people go through and how to deal with them. So 2 big takeaways. First one is you have to respond and not react. Secondly, you have to keep things very short and professional. Do not allow people who are unworthy of your spirit, of your energy, access to your spirit and your energy. So, hey, man, I hope you guys like the video. Try to get the video to 100 likes, man. I'm trying to grow the channel. I got merch coming. So I'm trying to like really take this shit off this year and get the channel to where it's a main force in this kind of manosphere, man zone, self-improvement zone, yada, I mean, type stuff that's going on. If this video does well, I will drop a part 2. And in a part 2, that's where we dig deeper in how to using these people's energy against them. This is where I, as a Scorpio, spend a lot of my time and I get a lot of enjoyment out of it. I'm the type of person that could take sour lemons and drink a wonderful glass of lemonade. And that's through trial, that's through experience. And I want to share some of those tactics with you. You might even see people make comments in my videos. I go to their videos, they got 2 subscribers, no videos. It's a skill that you have to understand the type of person you're dealing with. Because when you understand the type of person you're dealing with, put yourself in the shoes of somebody who is celibate, who didn't choose to be celibate. Put yourself in the shoes of somebody who is lost, confused, no guidance. How would they feel? They're really victims of their own circumstance and they're lashing out at you. And once you understand that, you don't let those type of people move you or ruin your day. You actually just start using those people like fuel. When I'm on fire, I use them for fuel. Sometimes I'm tired. I got my own gym to work out in. I don't ever have to go to a public gym, but I go to a public gym because sometimes I want to take souls. So sometimes I'm on offense, not from a hating perspective because I don't direct it at one person, but if people give me that type of energy, it's better than pre-workout. But all right, man, like, comment, subscribe, send this video to someone who has a hard time understanding why people do fuckery, and maybe it can help their day. Catch you guys next time.